Tape pulled across. That's it, off and racing. So this is the Johnny Flavin sponsored Laketour Stables 4yo Geldings Maiden, a field of 8 runners making their way to the first of 13 fences. And in the early stages, up there disputing the running are Get a Second Chance, and It's Up to You. They're being followed then in third place by the giant of a horse. That's Order One More for Colin Motherway's team. Fourth position is Mick Goff's runner, Loch Ness Pinot. Carrillo, who's gone off the 9-4 favourite, is in about 5th place in the orange jacket, followed then by Make Idaho Great. And in the early stages, the two who are held up include The Way Back Home, and at the back of the field, Jetstream Jeff was lucky to survive an iffy jump there at the second. He's last of all, the Peter McCreary trained runner, but forging on now into a 4-length lead is Get a Second Chance. This one in the hands of Brian Lawless. Chestnut leads by 3 or 4 lengths. Second place is Order One More for Alan O'Sullivan. Harry Goff is aboard the third place horse at the moment, Loch Ness Pinot. Into the back straight now, and they'll soon be taking off at fence number 3. And as they come to it, with his ears pricked, it's Get a Second Chance. Out over it with a nice slick jump. Came away 2.5 in front from sharing second spot. Order One More and Loch Ness Pinot. Back then to find in 4th place in the green jacket, It's Up to You, and Alan Harney is then followed by Make Idaho Great and Carrillo, and the two still at the back of the field, having covered about 5 or 6 furlongs of this contest, The Way Back Home and Jetstream Jeff. So to the fence at the end of the back straight. This is the 5th one, and peeing his fences really slickly at the moment is Get a Second Chance. Brian Lawless sets a good gallop here, and Get a Second Chance leads by 5 lengths as they go into this top bend for the first time. Second place, leading the chasing pack, Loch Ness Pinot. And then further back to find in 3rd place is Order One More, and then a group bunching up for the 4th position include the likes of Carrillo, It's Up to You, and Make Idaho Great. On the back markers, The Way Back Home, Jetstream Jeff. We started with 8, and all 8 still stand as they head back towards the starting area. We've got 8 more fences to jump in this 4-year-old Geldings Maiden, and as the pace was relaxed, they've tightened up now in behind the leader, Get a Second Chance. So Get a Second Chance over from in 2nd place, and the red jacket on the outside is Order One More. Tight to the inside in 3rd place, Loch Ness Pinot. Advancing on the fence that'll be last on the next circuit, and the order as they come to take the fence this time round, and it's Get a Second Chance over by 2 lengths. 2nd place is held by Loch Ness Pinot. 3rd, about 4 lengths down, and the leader is Order One More, and then Carrillo, Make Idaho Great in the centre, and then a bit wide on the outside then is It's Up to You. And the two at the back of the field, Peter Flood's runner takes it in 2nd last place. That's The Way Back Home in the hands of Dara Higgins, and the back marker is Lee Shanahan aboard Jetstream Jet. So now they're heading towards this bend, which will bring them into the final mile. 5 more fences to take, the 3 in the back and then the 2 before the winning post up the home straight. And continue to set a nice tempo in front here is Get a Second Chance, tracked all the time by Loch Ness Pinot. Not too far away in 3rd position is Order One More. And then in 4th, the green jacket shows up of It's Up to You, followed by Make Idaho Great and Carrillo. So down to the 5th last with all to play for here. Get a Second Chance, Loch Ness Pinot. 2 lengths then behind them in 3rd position is Order One More as they latch on now to the 4th last fence, and really quickening nicely into that one was Get a Second Chance. Tailing off at the rear of the field and making another mistake there was Jetstream Jeff, but it is Get a Second Chance. Still 3 lengths in front as they race on now to the 3rd last fence from Loch Ness Pinot, who leads the pack after the leader in 2nd. Then in 3rd, now making ground, is It's Up to You, followed by Carrillo and Make Idaho Great. Order One More has dropped back to 5th as they've left the third last fence behind them, and Get a Second Chance is still at the head of affairs, but now the dangers are looming. Getting within a length in second is Loch Ness Pinot. Make Idaho Great begins to put his nose into the picture, as does It's Up to You. Carrillo is in 5th and has a bit of work to do, followed then by Order One More, and staying on past Order One More is The Way Back Home, who was out the rear late early but is now making good late headway. But as they swing in, Brian Lawless tries to kick on now from the front. Aboard Get a Second Chance from Loch Ness Pinot. They're 1 and 2. Make Idaho Great is in behind in third, but Get a Second Chance at the second last fence is a length in front from Loch Ness Pinot. Continue to stay on in the red jacket in third place is The Way Back Home. They're into the last furlong and a half with 1 to jump, and now Loch Ness Pinot has come through for Harry Goff to take over from the long-time leader, Get a Second Chance. So here's the final fence for Loch Ness Pinot, up and over at safety. Staying on all the time at the second position is The Way Back Home, but Loch Ness Pinot for the Goffs wins from The Way Back Home. Third was Make Idaho Great, and they were clear from in 4th place Carrillo, and followed home then across the line 5th and 6th respectively. It's Up to You and Order One More. Down at the final fence there, having led most of the trip, was Get a Second Chance. He was weakening when falling at the last. Sorry, someone has dropped a mobile phone, and if you lost one, you can collect it from the commentary truck. If you lost a mobile phone, we have it in the commentary truck for you.
The result of the second race, the John Flavin Laketour Stables sponsored 4yo Geldings Maiden. First number 4, second number 25, third number 1, fourth number 17. 4, 25, 1 from 17. Your distances 2 lengths, 3.5 lengths, and 9 lengths. That's 2, 3.5, and 9.